Islam says that if you are missing family, if you are missing not getting married, if you don't have a husband and children, if you don't have wife and children, you are missing something very important. You are also missing a venue, the right stage to practice your character, to practice your akhlaq. If you are a generous person, if you are a compassionate person, if you are a caring person, if you are a tolerant person, Allah says, I want you to practice these qualities first and foremost with your wife and with your children at home. You have to practice them with your children. You may tell me, Sayyid, I don't have immediate family, but I have an extended family. I have parents, I have aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters and cousins, and I have the community of Dearborn, mashallah. All those people are my family. Right, I agree with you. But an extended family is not like the immediate family. Why? Because ethicists and philosophers, they say that there is a gap reserved in every human's heart. This gap is reserved only for the love of the wife and the children, or the husband and the children. The love of your parents would not replace, would not fill this gap. The love for God would not fill this gap. The love of the community would not fill this gap. This gap would remain open, always void, until you get married and you bring a wife and children into this gap. They're going to fill it. The love of your spouse. It's unmatched, unparalleled. Don't tell me that my heart is filled with love. It's true, I have no wife, but I have, mashallah, many sisters. Very good. You may love all these sisters. But those sisters are not going to fill this huge gap in your heart. Allah says, I only designed this gap to be satisfied through the love of your wife and your children. Irreplaceable. Therefore, having a wife, having a husband is necessary for your mental health. If you want to be merciful to your heart, to your emotional system. You know, sometimes we are very merciful to our digestive system. We take care of our stomach. We don't eat bad food. But when it comes to our emotional system, we neglect it. We forget about it. Allah says marriage is healing for your emotions. I spoke about depression a few nights ago. Believe me, one of the major cures for depression is not antidepressant chemicals. Allah has created, 5,000 years ago, there were no antidepressants. How people survived? Do you think people committed suicide? Now the rate of suicide is increasing day by day, month by month, and year by year. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam alayhi salam, and after him he created his wife Eve, Adam said, Ilahi, when you created me first, I felt lonely in this universe. I felt alone. I felt strange and alienated. I did not know what to do. But once you created Eve, tell me, who's Eve? Allah said, Ya Adam, Eve is your partner. Eve is your companion. Eve is your wife and is your friend. Adam alayhi salam said, Ilahi, as soon as I looked at her face, I was overwhelmed with peace, with serenity, with stability, with joy, This is the job of your wife. This is the job of your husband. Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wassalam, the commander of the faithfuls, our role model for our men. And Fatima al-Zahra, the master and the jewel of the women of the universe. Whenever he comes back home, overwhelmed with pain and sometimes with wounds from battlefields, physical wounds, emotional wounds, when he sees Fatima, the first second he sees Fatima, all of his pain would go away, disperse. All of his pains. This is the job of the true marriage, rightful marriage, correct marriage.